Hi everybody, I'm Kushan and welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to be playing War in the West, Operation Torch. So I'm going to be mixing it up from the usual Command Modern Air Naval Operations that I normally play on Saturdays. Um, this was a game, War in the West was a game I bought last year on the summer sale, and I kind of let it sit for a year. And then when I saw Operation Torch was coming out, there was actually two scenarios that really intrigued me, which were the point blank directive and the weakest link, which were two strategic bombing focused scenarios. And these were scenarios I had tried doing in command, but the scale just didn't quite work. And so when I saw Operation Torch was coming out, I decided, well, time to jump in. But those aren't the scenarios I'm going to be playing today. Today, I'm going to be playing Battleground Italy, 1943 to 1945. This scenario starts. If the music is too loud, please let me know. So first, here's the air directive screen, which this is where you basically command your air forces. For now, I'm just going to set everything to none, and I will come back to this. So this scenario starts, it's as the title, basically it's focused just on the Sicily and Italian campaign. It starts basically right after Operation Husky has started, so US and British troops have just landed, and that's where this picks up. So the first phase of the game here is basically the air phase, and there will be much fumbling around this scenario, there will be much of me fumbling around today as I've literally just picked this game up this week, and I haven't really, because of work, been able to devote as much time as I've really should have to it. So just kind of checking out. So under my air doctrines screen here, you've got the different missions. So the different commands are, I've got multi-air command, which looks like it's mainly fighters. I've got the Strategic Air Force, which is mainly bombers. The Tactical Air Force, which is obviously more fighters with some bombers. The Coastal Air Force, and the Troop Carrier Command. And if I can find my AI doctrine, I want, I think it's this menu right here. There we go. So I'm going to set my tactical air. It's going to have a high air superiority. I want it to have a medium for ground support. I want it to have a high chance to go after airfields and a medium chance, I think, for interdict or interdict missions, which means it'll try to. I believe that means it'll go after enemy troop movements, and I think I want this on to support my amphibious operations. And at the moment, I'm not going to go after railways, but I do want to go after airfields. Interdiction, and then maybe a lower priority to go after ports. So that way any of my troop movements via sea won't get interrupted. Yeah, I know Fog of War is off, and given that this is my first real-time playing this, I'm going to probably just leave Fog of War off. I'm going to have enough other issues rather than trying to guess where the AI is at. As for my strategic air day, you can if I did have the ability to bomb at night, it would be over in this right-hand box here. And then this box over on the left would be the tactical air north, I believe, if it was available. All right, so my strategic air, I want it to go heavily after enemy ports. And I think that's it. I don't want it really ground attack south, high, ground attack types, go after airfields. Don't really go after rail yards, go after strategic bomb ports. Don't worry about railways with a medium chance for airfields. We want to show this at the start of every turn. And let's assign all the directives. Alright, let's take a look here. So multi-air command over here. Actually, that is not the screen I want. This is what I want. So, ground support, bomb cities. Just taking a look to see what my different commands are up to. Oop. I am clicking on things that I don't. Just go back to movement. There we go. Hope I didn't screw something up there. So I'm just going to execute missions as they are. I'm going to turn, this will show the detail that I receive. I'm going to turn it up to slightly high. I just want to, let's see how the AI did here. Now it'll run through all of the sorties. So far, it doesn't look like my losses are too bad. All right. And we see, so weather looks like it was excellent. Targets. To be honest, I'm not really sure how to read this screen quite yet. So there was my, I think these were the sorties, these were the losses. So losses don't look like they were horrible. Enemy losses. Enemy aircraft lost, 130, damage 143. I had 523 damage, but given my sortie rate, that's actually not too bad. And I lost 130 aircraft. And my aircraft in that period ran almost 10,000 sorties in that time period. And then now we go into the ground phase of this. So let's take a look at my troops over here. So I have what looks like a couple of infantry divisions or infantry units off to my flank here. Oh, and one's a coastal brigade, I'm sorry. These, I believe, are the, yep, these are the American landings. Alright, so these are, I believe it's other units attached to the headquarters. Alright, so I've got paratroops. What do I have in this hex? So I've got the 1st U.S. Infantry Division, the 3rd Regiment of the 2nd U.S. Armored Division, and the 2nd. Alright, so I got 2 armored divisions and an infantry division in that hex. Over here, the rest of the U.S. 2nd Armored, 3rd U.S. Infantry. Alright, so we're in air transport mode, it looks like. So my general goal, I think, here is that my British troops, I'm going to have basically go north towards Messina, and then the Americans are generally going to kind of go off here to the west. The background music is actually right from the game. It may be from decisive campaigns, but I don't believe so. Alright, so we're going to have this stack. Probably don't need to... So that's Italian Coastal Division. So I probably don't need to commit this entire stack to clearing them out. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. Alright, so I only know that. Wish there was a way to read strengths. There probably is. I'm probably missing quite a bit here. Recon levels. fort levels. Alright, so nothing looks like it's fortified too bad. Until I get up to Messina, which is a fort level of 3. Alright. So we're just going to send, I guess, these 2 units. Alright. Defender, they lost. I believe they retreated. Alright, so I've got paratroops. We're going to send these north. Send this stack. And then we'll use this stack here to watch its flank. Alright, as for the Americans, we'll send the 1st Infantry. Oh no, did I select the right hex? I did, okay. Want this unit. Go through the Coastal Brigade. And they retreated again. So we will send 1st Corps and the infantry after him. And this stack here. North. What do we have? We've got a Panzer Division and an Italian Motorized Division. So we'll send the take the AB at Camizzo. Oh. I'm actually pretty blind there. Alright. I didn't lose too many men. Doesn't look like I can actually move into that hex with those units. Alright, we'll leave the paratroopers there. We'll take that the next turn. Or... Alright, there. Took it with the British unit. Have them attack. And they were wiped out. So we got that Coastal Brigade. Let's do attack here. So infantry, Panzer Division, another Panzer Division, Panzer Grenadiers. So I'm going to need to get some reinforcements. Let's have my 2... That was a bad attack. Didn't take the hex. So we'll have... So the 3rd, we'll send the 3rd. North. And that Italian regiment was routed. Alright, and I should bring up reinforcements. I want to go into naval transport mode. So these are, I believe, British, Moroccan. Those are Moroccan units. These are British Army. So we are going to transport them. Naval transport mode. wasn't good. Alright, so I think they're landed now. They're in port. Alright, what other units are available over here for reinforcements? Oh, those are the blues are the Free French. Okay. Thanks, Ron Gore. Alright. Transport 9 out of 9 hits. Men lost 525. Wonderful. Alright, so I'm going to leave the Free French where they're at. I don't think I'll need... Assuming I do this right, I should probably move some of these other units at least closer to the... more towards ports. Those onto rail hacks. So there's my Strategic Air Force HQ. What we have over here? Engineering Rail Group. Those are the rest of my paratroops that did not drop in the invasion. We have up here Mediterranean Air Force and Allied HQ. It's down there. 5th British Infantry Division. Army Corps. What's here? What's attached to this? Oh. Looks like... Oh, this is a British. No. I click on here. Oh, 5th U.S. Army. Oh, so it is it does have British units attached. That's interesting. Alright, we'll move that. And we'll move these units over here. I think I already moved them. Alright, I think that's one turn done. Don't want to get too aggressive until I get reinforcements landed over here. Got my amphibious task forces. Alright. And my turn. And then the AI will do its turn. So there's the German airface. Rengar is suggesting that I exert early pressure on Catania by sending the 8th Army assets north to the Someto River. Take a look at that as soon as I can scroll here again. All right, so ground losses. I lost 1,000. Lost a lot of vehicles. Or maybe that's enemy losses. Oh. So units destroyed. Let's see. Alright, so no units have actually been destroyed. Ground losses. Western allies. Current turn. So my losses are actually pretty heavy. Assuming I'm reading that right. So next air phase, I think I will keep up the same as I did the previous turn. Strategic going after ports. Ground attack south, ground attack types. Maybe I'll give it a lower priority for interdiction for the strategic. No. Air directives. Actually, I want ground support to be higher. Oh, oops. Not what I wanted to click. Alright, so air directive set. Let's execute them. Total sorties, a little less than I had the last turn. 75 aircraft lost, 406 damage. Enemy losses were actually less than mine at 52 and 44 damaged.